Hey, everybody, this is Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. It's the 5th of May, Saturday, 2018. And the market is, well, we actually touched 9,300 today, and we're seeing some modest gains. Nothing to write home about. However, IOTA was up recently, up to 14%, dropped back down a little bit, down to 11%. But congratulations to all you IOTA holders because you are having a good day. We are just not seeing anything too exciting, but then again, it's the weekend, and as we have seen over the past year, the weekends can be a little slow. So even though we've got a 365-day a week, 24-hour period time to trade globally, weekends are still a little bit quiet. Check this out. We've got an overall market cap of 435 billion, still inching our way to a market cap that we are all trying to achieve, which is, I think, our goal is to hit a trillion again. I think everybody would agree with me on that one. And the BTC dominance is at 35.9%. I think this is one of the lowest evers. I did some research back and I found December of 2017 was at 37%, and June of 2017 was at 36%. I have a feeling this is the first time we've gone down into the 35 percentile. And well, for those people who own altcoins, I'm sure they're very happy because when Bitcoin has a bad day, if there's too much reliance on the Bitcoin price, then it pulls everybody down. So I think a lot of money is spreading into other coins, and this disconnection for some people is a good thing. So we just have to kind of wait and see how far it goes, but I don't think there's anything here that is surprising. All right, why did I want to do this video today? I'll tell you why. I'm sure a lot of you have been watching the YouTubers and reading Twitter and looking at the cryptocurrency news and saw that the Goldman Sachs is entering into the cryptocurrency space. Well, surprise, surprise, right? I'm not surprised, but what I do know is that I think 2018 is going to be the year that cryptocurrencies are validated. And these institutional investors that are providing financial services to the retail side of the investment community is not going to be left behind anymore. They have obviously come to the table late, but they are going to come in like crazy in 2018. And this validity is going to be a good thing. So I'm feeling very positive about it. So the one article I want to look at is about Monex. Monex is the company that it's the third largest financial services company in Japan. It's like the Goldman Sachs of Japan. Not quite as big, of course, but it still is very reputable and has, gosh, I took a look on their March 18th disclosure. They are currently handling over a million point seven accounts, and have customer assets of $4 billion, which is about 40 million. What I really wanted to look at, though, is the number of margin accounts they have, which are 118,000. Now, this may seem like a small amount, but as you know, more than 50% of the transactions for Bitcoin are occurring in yen still. So, granted, this is only about 118,000 that are trading in the derivatives. The owner of Monex, or the CEO of Monex, now the owner of CoinCheck, are really big when it comes to derivatives. So I want to just read an article to you that came out on the 2nd, and I think I can put the pieces of the puzzle together as to why not only is the Goldman Sachs news big and going to have a strong impact, but also the Monex that has recently acquired CoinCheck is also equally going to have the same kind of impact. So as the digital currency market starts to creep back following the major decline earlier this year, remember though, we are still 500% up in a 12-month period. So yes, we've come off that 20,000 US dollar high, but we just can't forget that overall in a 12-month period, when you look at the big picture, we're doing great. We're really on track. So one longtime banker suggests that 2017's high-flying run may repeat itself. Aoki Matsumoto, CEO of Japanese financial services company Monex Group, spoke at the Japan Society in New York on Tuesday, this last Tuesday, indicating that despite a pushback from the global regulators, cryptocurrencies could take off in the same manner that derivatives did 38 years ago when they were equally disliked by regulators. So the finance executive who started his career in derivatives at Salomon Brothers in 1987 and then spent 12 years at Goldman Sachs, where he was responsible for starting the investment bank's yen-denominated fixed income trading desk, is no novice, right? This guy knows the space, and he is really marching forward into the cryptocurrency ecosphere. So if I come down here just a little bit farther, Matsumoto drew parallels between the lack of understanding surrounding cryptocurrency today to the confusion surrounding derivatives in the early days. Only a few people could understand derivatives, just the rocket scientists and those people. But 5 years later, all the biggest schools in the world were teaching derivatives, said Monex CEO. So he has been ahead of the curve. And I think that if you don't know what derivatives are, I'll include an article down into the comment section, but I'm just going to try to explain briefly. And if you have an investor, and let's call her Mary, and let's say she has 100,000 shares of Walmart, and those Walmart shares are currently trading at $73. But she doesn't feel confident that in a year, those shares are going to be worth $73 still. She thinks there's going to be a decline in the stock price. Then we have Jerry over here, and Jerry is a speculator, and he loves Walmart. He thinks that at $73, Walmart is a bargain and believes that the price of the Walmart shares are going to increase in 12-month periods. So Maria and Jerry will enter into a futures contract, and at the end of those of that 12-month period, if the stock has gone up, then of course Jerry is a winner, and if the price of those shares go down, then Maria has made the right decision by entering that contract, and she is a winner. So that's really a common futures derivative, which is how some of these retail investors and institutional money managers enter into the cryptocurrency market. So it doesn't really have a direct impact on price. However, it really does give the space its stamp of approval. And if we take a look here, I found in TradeBeat that the most popular coins to trade in derivatives are, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. So as the institutional investors move into this space, they're going to migrate their entire account base into some of these different aspects of trading, whether it's going to be simple buy and hold on the exchanges, or if they're going to do maybe the more riskier derivatives trading. I don't know, but I know one thing for sure. We are going to have new investors, new money, and the volume is going to increase. And those two components are key to getting to that $1 trillion market cap. And who knows, maybe we can get to a $5 trillion market cap at the end of 2018, because it's just not companies like Monex or Goldman Sachs. We are going to see a flood of institutional investors in 2018. Absolutely. So I saw the article on CNBC yesterday, which talked about the CFTC chairman's comments on cryptocurrency. Sometimes people refer to this chairman as Crypto Dad. He is very soft on cryptocurrency in the way that he understands. He even made a statement yesterday that he understands that there's a generational difference in a gap, if you will, in how millennials look at investing and how his generation viewed investing. So Bitcoin and a lot of its virtual currency counterparts really have elements of all of the different asset classes, whether they are meeting payment, whether it's long-term asset. This CFTC really believes that Bitcoin is multifaceted and is an asset class. This is quite important. So still, he says Bitcoin might be best suited for long-term buy and hold strategy rather than a form of payment, but that out of the many regulatory agencies, including the CFTC and SEC, they operate under the rules which were established decades ago. And Bitcoin, on the other hand, is less than 10 years old. So, we have to understand that companies like Monex and Goldman Sachs are going to bring this cryptocurrency space into a whole nother realm. And I see it as an absolute positive. If we take a look at, this is the article on what is a, this is an article on the Commodities Future Trading Commission. So if you wanted to know what the CFTC chairman does, he is actually part of an independent U.S. federal agency that was established by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission Act of 1974. And they have a goal that includes the promotion of competitive and efficient futures markets and the protection of investors against manipulation, abusive trade practices, and fraud. So, welcome to the big world cryptocurrency, because we are going to see this become one of the major assets of the future. So I feel really, really positive. All right. I have to show you one thing that will just give you a big smile, and that is the bitbonkers.com. This is how I'll end this video. Check this out. Okay, so Bitcoin just had the block complete of 521010. And as these balls are falling, these represent current live trades in terms of blocks that are actually accumulating to make the next big block in the chain. So if we are lucky enough to see a purple ball fall, which I have only seen one today, it represents 1,000 plus Bitcoins that were bought or sold. And the blue balls represent 100 to 1,000 Bitcoins. Yellow balls, which is this one here, which is about to roll off, represents 50 to 100 Bitcoins. The orange balls are 10 to 50. And you can see, here's another block. And all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. We've got a lot of trading action happening. The green is 1 to 10. And the little red balls represent 1 Bitcoin that has been transacted. Is this not too much fun or what? I just love it. It is a Bitcoin transaction visualization. So I will put the link to this in the website. It's a little addictive because you just keep waiting. There goes another block. Wow, the blocks are actually that the chain is moving. So we're pretty active right now. I think the part that's addictive to this is that you just want to wait to see one of these big purple balls fall. Ah, wow. There's a blue one, so that one was 100 to 1,000. Um, yeah, I think to see a trade of 1,000 Bitcoin or more is not so common. I was probably pretty lucky to see it earlier. Wow, the blockchain actually, in terms of completed. So every time a transaction is made, it is shown where the colored ball dropping on the plate. So you can click on the transactions to find out exactly how much they are worth. And the cubes represent the last block from the blockchain, which are mined on average every 10 minutes. So the size of the block is determined by its size in kilobytes. So this is just really, really fun. I hope you can enjoy it. Um, yeah, and if you hit your space bar, you can clear the whole entire thing and start from scratch. So I hope you can see a purple ball fall. It's a big one. There's a blue one, and blue is 10 to 1,000. Ah, another blue one. It's just too much fun. Okay, I won't waste any more of your time. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe. I will always give you a story that hopefully you're not seeing out there on YouTube, and it will have most often a slant from Japan. And other than that, I hope you have a happy trading day or happy hodl. Okay, everybody, take care and see you soon. Sayonara for now. Bye bye.